Hey guys, it's Ty. Thanks for watching The Huddle. I'm here with Jenny from the blog. Rich
Johnson. Got my hoops, my little outfit, you know.
You look good.
I came ready for you today,
yes,
okay?
You did, girl. All right, here's the thing. The NFL just passed a rule on Wednesday that will fine teams if they don't stand during the anthem. However, they have removed the rule that players must be on the field during the anthem so players can still protest by not being there. Your thoughts?
Oh, I have so many thoughts, Ty. How many minutes do we have?
We have 6, but lay it on us.
Okay, so my little brother, love you, Giovanni Lee, he is in the U.S. Air Force, and he made it clear to a lot of people 2 years ago when Colin Kaepernick first did this, that of all things to do, kneeling is not considered being disrespectful to the flag. So I don't know why the NFL decided to make that a thing, but some things that are wearing any American flag on your as clothing or drapery, how the NFL teams lay the flag out flat on the field, that is actually considered disrespectful to the flag. So it's really funny how they're trying to make this kneeling thing being disrespectful to the flag when the players were just trying to protest something that has nothing to actually do with the flag, but just what the flag represents, which is freedom for all. We have our rights and all this kind of stuff. And in particularly, the issue was a lot of African-American children getting shot by police and they were not armed and stuff like that. So they were trying to make something known and aware, and this is how they did it. Literally the most peaceful way possible. They're literally kneeling on the ground. I don't understand why this even is where it's at right now, and why I already can't stand Roger Goodell and his choice of things to do, and this is just another one of them that makes me very disappointed.
Shots fired at him.
I'll keep them coming.
Here's the thing. I don't know that the rule they made is the best choice. However, I will say the issue is the last 2 seasons of football have become not about football at all. It's become all politics, and I have seen a lot of fans complaining about that. Their ratings have dropped significantly. So I think they had to do something. I just don't know necessarily this was the best way of handling it, but maybe when I think of what else they could do, though, I don't know what that is. I feel like something had to have been done. I think you let them
do what they're continuing to do. And it was funny because Marshawn Lynch stated before this became a thing, he's never once stood up for the flag. He's always sat there. He's always been stretching, doing whatever, until Colin Kaepernick made it a thing by saying that I'm doing this for a reason, to, showcase the injustices that happen in America. Before that, there were so many players that said, actually, I've never did it. You know what I mean? So it's a thing because they made it a thing, and just because they're trying to silence players, and by letting them stay in the locker room, that's a BS way to do it, because that's literally out of sight, out of mind. We're not seeing these players. At times, you're not even going to realize who's out here and who's not. I mean, there's 53 guys on the team, plus the practice squad's still hanging out there and all the personnel and stuff. So really, they're literally silencing people and silencing their right to, have freedom to protest.
I almost think, though, that it can still make an impact, because if during the anthem you have one player on the field, that sends a really strong message.
Yeah, at that point it would.
And the last season, they were all kind of joining together and talking beforehand, and there would be all of them kneeling out. I think Jerry Jones kneeled at one point, didn't he?
Yeah, they did one. That was for the cameras. He did it one time, and then after that, he said, "Now everyone has to stand up."
And she's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, he did that for the cameras, and I was very upset because after that fact, he said anybody that did continue to kneel would get in trouble.
But
and what they did, they kneeled before the anthem.
After. Who knows, what the owner said to Jerry after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they knelt before the anthem. So when the anthem started, everyone stood up together. So it's
Jerry, you know what?
It was for the cameras. I mean, he's one of those guys that he's clearly not on the team that, you know what I mean?
He's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I do think it could potentially still make a difference, but there are a lot of tweets coming in saying that the NFL is taking away their rights. Someone went as far as saying this: "Gather around, kids. Your grandpa is going to tell you the story of how a crazy game called football started the Second Civil War." What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't think that's far from the truth. It's definitely
I hope not.
It's definitely split America, in, thinking the point I'm trying to make here is just because these players are doing that, that doesn't mean they're not patriotic and they don't love this country.
For
you
sure,
know what I mean?
100% agree with
So
that.
I just want people to understand that that's not what it's about. That's the way that they can, without disrupting the game, without harming any people, without, you know, being in the streets, doing all this crazy stuff. That was their way to show, hey, there's something that we need to focus on right now, and that's these injustices that are happening. So I wish people would take, you know, the disrespect for the flag out of it, because like I stated before, and my brother who is in the Air Force stated, there's so many things that we're actually doing. Like when people, Memorial Weekend is this weekend, people are going to be wearing their little bikinis that are American flag and bandanas. All that stuff is actually legally considered disrespectful to the flag. What these players are doing is not considered that. So I really want people to just take that out of it. And like, I always think it's like, if it's a different cause, it's going to be like, say we're saying, oh, we're not paying the vets and taking care of the vets. Would people be as mad in that situation if people were kneeling? You know, it's like there's so many things that, like, is it just because of what they're kneeling for is the problem?
I personally don't think so, but I do have to say, I do think that the NFL started to get concerned when actual fans were like, okay, the game, and by the way, these are fans that agree with what the players are doing. They started saying, hey, the game has become too political. It's not even enjoyable to watch. So I think something had to be done. I just don't know that this was the something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, guys, that's it for today. We want to know what you think in the comments below. Oh yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Much love, fam.